outdoors.
Love outdoors. Keep telling me. What else do you love?
My wife.
Okay, you love your wife.
That is what is nearly.
Keep going, keep going.
My grandchildren.
Okay, you love your grandchildren. I got it. You love children?
Yes,
Love children. What else?
that's about it.
No, there's more.
You
What
wanna
else?
tell me?
Tell me more. Do you love creating things? Do you create things?
No, I've never had the opportunity to.
But when you were a child, what did you love to create?
I don't remember.
You make ice cream.
You made ice cream?
I hate ice cream.
You two ought to get together.
We have the same problems.
You have the same problem. What are the problems? Tell me the problems.
Enabling.
Children. Okay. What else? Anything else? You
No.
like driving?
Do I like driving?
Yeah.
I drive 125 miles a day. I'm tired of
Yeah.
driving.
Do you like reading? Do you like-
Reading, love reading.
What do you like when you read? What do you like to read?
Everything.
Like what?
Anything. from
Fiction, nonfiction?
Fiction, nonfiction, poetry.
Read. Now, here's been discovering something very important about Ron. Love fiction, nonfiction, poetry. What do you like about poetry?
I write it.
What?
I write it.
Write poetry.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so Ron, you see what's happening here? So why didn't you say that before?
Because
Why?
I didn't think of it.
Why?
Because it's not something that I do
I got
often
you.
enough.
Okay, but I want you to think of the things that you don't think of regularly, because we're discovering something for you to do when you retire. It gives you the opportunity to expand your horizons into far more things than you considered before. And you have to be willing to do that. So you have to think of what it is that you'd like to do. Okay, now nobody would have guessed that you love poetry. You're the only one who knows that. Okay? Use it. Okay, so here we go. So Ron's the kind of guy who likes to who trains people in sales. And that means what? What does that mean about you?
I'm a people person.
You're a people person, but what does it mean? Why? Some people can train, other people can't train at all. Why can you train?
Because I have the patience.
Okay, so you have patience with people.
And I have the ability to talk to just about anybody.
And what does that mean, though? I mean, I could talk to you right now. Does that mean I have the ability to talk to everybody?
I can sit down in a restaurant
Yes,
and the waitress can come over,
yes.
and when she's finished talking to
You
me,
miss
she'll
the
sit down next to
personality.
me.
Okay, I got you. So
I can psychoanalyze them. And I've done it already.
New people.
Have the
I'm not gonna
experience
put down
with sales too, right?
psychoanalyze. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna call on all of you to help Ron to think of things that he might do given his characteristics, okay? So we know that Ron can train people, but probably more than just sales. He probably could do a good, because sales is a very logical process. It starts with meeting people and understanding people, making connections. So Ron can make connections, as he's so eloquently said. He can meet new people easily, okay? Keep that in mind as we go around now. He wants to help people. Although he's been an enabler for something he doesn't want to be an enabler for, he takes responsibility for others and probably would be a good enabler in a positive direction should he be given the opportunity or take the opportunity. He loves animals. He likes to read fiction, nonfiction, and he likes to write poetry. Now understand something about people who like to read. They like to discover. They like to be intrigued. Okay, so this is very important to know about Ron, that he likes the mystery of things. I would imagine. He's reading a mystery book right now, okay? We noticed that before. Bottom line on the whole thing, so he likes to discover. And if he remembers that as he goes into retirement, you'll be much better off than not thinking of what you really love. You really need to think of what you love. So now what can Ron do? Tell me something. Think of things. Let's help Ron.
Well, love outdoors. I find Long Island is great with parks.
Okay,
And especially when you get over 65, during the week, you get in for nothing.
okay,
And the beaches that we have.
great. But
My
what-
wife and I, spend weeks, and we don't spend a penny. You go to Sunken Meadow,
Okay.
there's Heckscher on the South Shore, and there's even county parks that have so much to
We
offer.
can get into Sunken Meadow for free?
Yeah, right now you can.
During the
Oh,
week.
now you can.
Yeah, no, during the
In the
week,
summer,
during the week, a
you
senior
get
can get in
license.
free, over
And
65.
you can go to Jones Beach, for
Yeah,
instance.
yeah,
know that?
Robert
Yeah.
Moses.
Yeah.
Also, Robert
The
Moses.
boardwalk to the lighthouse, there's deer along
Terrific.
there.
Yeah, Robert Moses.
So tell me more about what Ron can do in terms of all his characteristics now. Not as a job maybe, but as a volunteer job, but as a pastime, as something to be immersed in. What is it that he might do?
I'm sure what is it, Depot Road? That has the
The
little shelter?
animal
The little shelter?
Animal shelter, okay. What can he do in the animal shelter?
I've already
The Long Island Game
volunteered
Farm.
there.
Oh, you volunteered there?
And
I
Would you like to
I
do that?
was, I couldn't stay there because
You fell in love with the little.
I wound up with four.
Yeah, right.
No,
Right
really,
along.
why couldn't you stay there?
I wound up with 4 dogs and I
Four
couldn't take any
dogs,
more.
that's enough.
4 dogs at the same time?
Yes, I had a Rottweiler, a German Shepherd,
You
a
just
Shih
kept it
Tzu,
back
and
Okay, now
a Chihuahua.
here's the thing, I have a friend who takes abandoned animals and he finds new homes for them.
Yeah, well, I
They
was
actually-
abandoned myself out in the street and I kept bringing
The
dogs.
bottom line on it is that what he does is he takes dogs that are in trouble and he finds homes for them. Does that sound interesting to you?
No,
No, okay.
He
Let's
had-
keep
I
going.
can't bring dogs to the house anymore.
There's something, we have 4 children, you have children. One of the things that I've always done with my children is, when they were young, they wanted a bike. I would say, okay, you earn the money, and I'll provide the other half. As they became adults, they needed money. I said, fine, I'll loan it to you. I can't give it to you because that's not the way I am. So by loaning it to you, you're gonna pay me back. And believe me, it's worked. As long as you go into that with that understanding, then you're not an enabler
It's late
anymore.
already, though.
But they don't return.
Well, that's
Where I'm
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that's an issue I haven't had.
Let's
Right.
talk about what you might do, work in a zoo. So that's something to explore. Explore what you might, yes, please.
The Long Island Game Farm.
The Long
It's
Island
not too
Game
far.
Farm. You know what
From
that is?
Zoo, of
Yeah.
course,
Have
is
you been there?
also there,
Sure.
so.
Okay.
There's no other zoos on Long Island, other than the Bronx Zoo?
Just one
Well, Long Island Game Farm, there's a petting zoo out there
Well,
by
they used to
61.
something, right? Exit 63?
That's east.
That's
yeah,
one,
the
yeah.
Game Farm.
Oh, that's the,
What is the name? I don't
exit,
know.
yeah, it's exit 61.
Yeah, 61, yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming to an end, unfortunately, because we could
Oh,
have
yeah.
continued to do this a little
Yeah.
bit more. But I want you to think of something different than what you may be thinking of right now. I think that you ought to combine the training of people, the love of children, the outdoors, and zoos and animals. I would like you to think of what you might do to work teaching children something, perhaps about animals, and you may have to go and get some training in order to do that, okay? I want you to think of what you might do in combination with all those characteristics. For instance, is there something you can do with children? Each museum has what's called a docent. A docent is somebody who shows people around the museum, gets to know the museum really well. Well, there's a Long Island Children's Museum. I'd like you to think about what you might do with it. Now, I'm not saying that you should go and do that right away, but you should start thinking of your characteristics and how you can be meaningful to yourself by using those characteristics to help other people, since you help other people. Okay? And be an enabler in a different way. Be an enabler for children to learn, perhaps. To learn about animals, perhaps. Okay? Think about that. You got a lot of stuff here, and a lot of stuff that you can use. Okay?
Okay.
Terrific. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.